this is a video on how to physically play Clair de Lune. So you've already got the first half of the first page. I'm just going to talk about the third system down, starting on the second bar. So that's going to be, starts with that low D flat. Right hand goes F and A flat, F and A flat, F and A flat there. And then 4 and 5 down to 2 and 4 just like before. Then left hand goes to G flat and D flat. Right hand's already hitting this D flat and F, right? So between it is the next note we need, this E flat. So we don't have to look at our hands, we can just touch that E flat, swap out our middle finger for our fourth finger, and then feel the other two black notes here, right? The outer two of the three black notes. That's how you can get that right hand part, okay? So you can practice that. So it goes middle finger, we swap out for our fourth finger and feel the two black notes. Let's just keep going with the right hand. So then in the next bar, that's the G flat major bar we just did. The D flat major bar, you can see that this top note sustains into the D flat major bar. Then we need to chord that the pinky note, the top note, is going to be right a whole step below this E flat to D flat. So touch the D flat, make an octave, and then a fifth you see there. So use your second finger for the fifth. Maybe you could even use your fourth finger on top if you can reach it, or 5 is fine. Outer notes go up 1. From here we have to jump up a fourth. Well, luckily, our thumb just needs to replace our second finger here on A flat. So we can do that. The outer notes are still an octave. And then for the last chord in the D flat major bar, we still have this D flat as our middle note, even though the outer notes are going to go down a third to F, right? So we can switch our second finger with our third finger on the D flat, and then go down with our outer fingers. So the D flat becomes our anchor point. Okay? Then we go back to the G flat major bar after this. It's the same as the first G flat major bar, just has one extra note. Our fourth finger is already in the right spot to hit this E flat. Our other finger's thumb just goes up a little bit to reach the outer two black notes. And then our middle finger's in the perfect spot to hit the last D flat, which is added here. Now the second to last bar, this one's a little bit harder. Our middle finger is already hitting D flat here, so we just switched out for our pinky. Make an octave, and then we can see that there's a fifth above that. So the fifth, I want you to use your pointer finger. That way the outer two fingers can go up a whole step. Then our third chord here in the D flat dominant 7 bar, second to last bar, is up a fifth. So that's a little bit trickier. I recommend just practicing this. Your thumb has to go one whole step above where your second finger is, right? You can practice that. You'll know it's right because your second finger, actually your third finger is better, will be on F. And you'll have this big white space, these two white notes here. Then the outer ones go down a whole step, then they go down a third to F. All this you want to do without looking, which is why I want you to practice in these ways. So, from here, the B flat sus4 and B flat minor bar, the last one, you're already in position. So your thumb is on F, 2 is already touching B flat, 4 is already touching E flat, pinky's already touching F, you're good. So you hit F, B flat, and E flat, pinky F, back to E flat, then D flat, and you're already touching the B flat, just hit it again. Hit it one more time. There you go. That's the first page, right hand. So left hand. So we started way down there, which you can't see on here, but it's just pinky on D flat. Then you're gonna just, that part you might have to look for a little bit. But for some reason for me, to find this G flat is okay without looking, but it's fine to look to get to that first one. Then your thumb is gonna be here in D flat. You swap it out for the pinky. And this is a G flat. This is a G flat major chord. G flat, B flat, D flat. And we're having the 5. This is 1, 3, 5. We're also putting the 5 on the bottom. We start out with just 1 and 5, same chord. then we're gonna swap out our thumb for our pinky and play 5, 1, 3, 5. Then we're going now to a D flat major chord. Well, D flat major normally is D flat, F, A flat, right? This is important to talk about here so you can really see what's going on here, which will help you read this bar and read in general. So, because this is broken up, it's voiced in a very interesting way. It's voiced with the 3 on the bottom and the 1 on the top, and that's it, but 1 octave lower. So F and D flat, 3 and 1. And then what has to happen is your pinky has to jump up an octave to this F. And your 4th finger is going to hit this A flat, which is the 5. So 1, 3, 5. And we're doing it like this so we can outline the full chord for the rest of the bar. So 3, 5, 1, 3. Okay, that's all you have to do for the rest of this bar. So first just 3 and 5, then just 1 and 3, then just 5 and 1. Okay? That's it. So let's practice that for a sec. So G flat major, then D flat major. So, and try it without looking. So your thumb replaces your pinky. You go down. Or you can use your second finger. Maybe second finger replaces pinky. And then I jumped up by my thumb was touching. I replaced with my pinky. And now I'm already touching these guys. Now I'm going to go back to the next bar, G flat major, same as the first G flat major. Right? Now, second to last bar, D flat dominant 7. So pinky has to go down a 4th. This might be hard to do without looking. You might have to glance. If you can practice though, just going down a 4th without looking. Pinky. But glancing some occasional times is okay, I guess. So D flat. Then you have to jump up to F and B. I know it says C flat, but really it's a B, right? So, and then from here, this 3 and 1, I get there by sort of, you could use 2 and 1. Doesn't really matter. Your thumb you're going to replace with your 3rd finger, and then you play like this. To memorize these notes, it's easiest if you understand the chord behind it, which is this: D flat, F, A flat, B. That's a D flat dominant 7 chord. It's got a major triad plus a minor 7 here, right? And we've got, this is the 1, 3, 5, minor 7. We have the 5 in the bass, which is unusual but not unheard of. And then we jump up to the 3 and the 7, right? And then we replace our 3rd finger on the 7. We play 7, 1, 3. That's it. With our 3rd finger though. So 7, 1, 3. That's the D flat dominant 7. That's how you explain all those notes, those choices. Then it's B flat, sus4, B flat minor. So this pinky's on B flat. Then you want to jump up to this, which is F, B flat, E flat. And then the only other note is just D flat. You can either move your thumb over or just press your 2nd finger. That's it for this bar. Then you want to put the hands together. I'll talk briefly about putting it together for the second half of the first page. So, left, right, other way around. Right, left, right. Yeah. And then you have to think the right hand, my middle finger's touching the right note, so my 4th finger's going to hit that note, right? Left hand, my pinky's coming where my thumb was. Now my thumb, I like to put my thumb replacing my pinky here. And my right hand, a whole step below the 4th finger is where my pinky has to go. So I put it there, octave, 5th in the middle. Up a 4th. So you could brush your thumb here to reach and then know that this is the 4th, or just replace your thumb where your 2nd finger was, right? Then you have an octave and a 4th. Left hand's already touching the right notes. Just hit 2 and 1 fingers, right? Then left hand's still touching the right notes, 4 and 2. Right hand, you're gonna keep this middle note, replace your 3rd finger, outer notes go down a 3rd. Okay, now we're in the G flat in the bottom system. right hand fourth finger is already in the right spot, so you have to bring your thumb up only. And 3. Now our 3 is in the right spot, we just have to replace it with our pinky for the D flat dominant 7, so make an octave. And then left hand's got to go down a fourth. Second finger is good for this fifth in the middle right hand, and now the right hand's got to jump up a fifth with our thumb. So our pointer finger's touching a fourth, so one more than that, right? Octave, middle finger on F. Left hand thumb gets replaced with 3, 2, 1, here we go. Down a third. Okay, left hand, probably look here to find that B flat. Right hand's already in position for the F, B flat, E flat. Left hand comes up, F, B flat, E flat, same thing as right hand. Now they both are gonna hit that D flat, right hand continues. It was already touching and playing the B flat, just hits that again at the end. That's the first page.